Hi everybody, it's Gemma and Jam. Welcome back to Pampered Wolf. Today we are going to be fulfilling a promise that we made at Christmas. At Christmas time we told you all that we would get my mum's skincare routine filmed by the end of March, and we have squeezed it in with only 2 or 3 days to spare, but we are fulfilling our promise. Today we're going to go through my mum's whole day's skincare routine, starting off with the morning, ending with the evening. On Sunday here, it is Mother's Day, so I've just done my mum's makeup for a Mother's Day sort of tea makeup. If you are wanting to see how I did that, there will be an Instagram video uploaded in the next couple of days with this look on it. She looks stunning. Absolutely beautiful.
Thank you, darling.
And I love it. So if you're wanting to see that video, make sure you are following me on Instagram as well. I do makeup videos that do not appear on YouTube, so please make sure you're following me on Instagram as well as on YouTube. It's at Pampered Wolf, all lowercase, no spaces. So let's get on with the skincare routine. Okay, so we're going to jump straight into the morning routine. This is the exact order that my mum would put on all of her products as soon as she's woken up. So firstly, it's the turn of the Cerave Hydrating cleanser for normal to dry skin. This is so super affordable. It's £9 in the UK, $11 in the US, and they do a bigger version of this as well, which is even more value for money. So once you've tried the smaller version and you realize that it does work for your skin, then there is a larger version that you can actually go for. 236 ml in here, 8 fluid ounces. So there you go.
Okay, so I put one full pump on. And then just smooth it around a bit, and then just literally spread it all over my skin, down my neck. If you use this in the evening, it even takes eye makeup off, and it's so gentle, and I've got very sensitive eyes and it doesn't make them sting. Then I use one of these.
So the microfiber cloths, we use these all the time. I actually don't. I'm not a big fan of microfiber cloths. I have used them in the past and they are excellent, but my mum never takes her makeup off or does her morning routine without one of these. They really do pull the dirt from the pores. They are excellent, and they're really gentle. So you can actually do a double cleanse, but in the morning this isn't a necessary step. I would always say if you do have makeup on your skin of an evening to double cleanse, but in a morning a single cleanse is absolutely fine. Okay, so moving on to the next step. We're not going to go into this in a lot of detail. This was my Christmas present to my mum. All right, the main Christmas present that I bought my mum. This is the NUFACE Microcurrent machine. If you want to see my mum do her NUFACE routine, then we'll do a separate video about that, but we're not going to go into that today. But this is a separate little bit of skincare that my mum does every single morning. NUFACE. Okay, so next my mum would put on another Christmas present. She's been actually quite lucky. My brother bought her this. In fact, the next 2 products my brother bought her for Christmas that has just gone. I told him to, by the way. It was me all along. He just paid. So, this is the Drunk Elephant C Firma Day Serum, and it's absolutely beautiful. This is the vitamin C step or the antioxidant step of my mum's skincare routine. Now, if you haven't seen my original video about the 6 important steps of skincare, I will list it up here for you to go and have a look at those. They do list all the 6 ingredients that I think are very important for any skin, no matter what age, and antioxidants is one of those. So this is my mum's step of antioxidants. So I'll let you, it's got a twisty lid.
Yeah, it's
haven't
fabulous
used that one
lid.
before.
Very hygienic, because you can't get into it, you see. You just literally pump it out. I use maybe 1.5. Okay. Just mush it around a little bit. And then I put it everywhere. Is that where I'm supposed to be putting it?
Yeah.
That's good then. And on my neck as well, which is a bit of a concern for me, my neck. And I literally just pat it in like that. It's quite sticky.
Does it soak in?
It does eventually, but you've got to be careful not to put too much. I mean, you can't put your makeup on straight away. You've got to be
always
patient.
leave that little bit of time to make sure your skincare is soaked in. Otherwise, it's going to get swallowed by your makeup products. And you don't want your makeup products to be wrinkle-free. You want your face to be wrinkle-free. Okay, so that one is £67 in the UK, $80 in the US. This is a really expensive brand. I am going to do an overview of Drunk Elephant in the very near future. So stay tuned for that if you're wanting to know a little bit more about this brand. You wouldn't have bought this had you not got it.
It's not in my price range at all, so I'd be looking for something much more affordable than that, but it's beautiful.
Okay, so the next step of my mum's skincare routine in the morning is the peptide portion. So for the peptides, my mum is using at the moment the Protini Polypeptide cream. This is such a stunning cream. It's really hydrating, it's a firming cream. But this has got peptides in there that you can get from other sources. If you can't stretch to this, because this is pretty pricey, it's £57 in the UK, $68 in the US, and you get 50 mils worth of products. So you do get quite a bit in here, and it is going to last you quite a long time. But if you can't stretch to this, then simply going to the Ordinary and getting the Matrixyl and Buffet and mixing these together, 2 drops of each will do more or less the same thing added to your normal moisturiser. Just a cheap moisturiser will do more or less the same thing. But anyway, at the moment my mum's using this, and it comes with a little squirty thing. I don't know if you can see that. It's got a very little hole in the top, which is rather rude. You press it and it comes out of the top. Ooh. Sorry.
So, dot it around.
This is actually really interesting because my mum used to just rub it into her hands to warm up the thing, which is what I think everybody did. And I used to do as well. But when we went to go and see Fred at YSL, he was he was quite a strong character, and he said, you don't want no wrinkles on your fingers, ladies. You want no wrinkles on your face. So make sure that all the product goes onto the face and isn't absorbed by the palms of your hands. Not really the palms, but the fingertips.
And there we are. It's gorgeous, but had it not been a present, there's no way I could afford that. So I'll be going back to the Matrixyl and the Buffet.
Yeah. So the Matrixyl and the Buffet, if you're wanting to go down that route, is the Matrixyl's £9 in the UK, $12 in the US, and the Buffet's £12.50 in the UK and $18 in the US. You get 30 mils of each, and you only need 2 drops of each of these will do the entire face and the neck. So it's much, much more affordable if that's the avenue you decide to go down. Okay, next on the list is a product that is also quite expensive but worth every single penny, and this is one that you would buy over and over again. This is the Bobbi Brown Extra Eye Repair Cream. This is not the hydrating cream. Bobbi Brown does 2 different creams. One is a lot lighter than the other. This is the really rich, sturdy, thick cream. And you use this underneath your eyes twice a day, don't you?
At least twice. If I go out and I want to take my makeup off and put it back on for the evening, then I'll use it 3 times a day. And this is the one that Jem gave to me on your birthday last year in September, and I'm still using it.
Now, this is expensive. It's £48 in the UK, $77 in the US. But like I said, this is the one that my mum goes back to all the time. Some of the other products she will replace with more affordable alternatives, but this one will be a keeper.
So initially we bought this because my eyes under here, just under here, were really, really crepey. So Jem marched me into a shop and made me buy this. And I do not regret it. As soon as I put this on in the shop over makeup, I could see a big difference. So I had no problems with buying this. And even though it was £48, if you divide that by the months that it's going to last, it's not very much at all. So I will always buy this. So I just have a little bit here.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Tiniest bit on the end of the hand.
Yeah. And I just put it into both and just mush it around a little bit. And then I dot it all the way around twice a day and really under here.
So on the brow bone and underneath
the
eye area, just to stop that crepiness.
Yeah. And it just hydrates beautifully.
We have done a full review of this. It's called the Best Eye Cream for more mature skin, and if you haven't seen that, I will link that up here, but it does have more information within that video about this eye cream. And like I said, my mum's been using this for a really, really long time and goes back to this product all the time. Okay, so next on the skincare routine list is SPF. Now this is super important. It is a non-negotiable as far as I'm concerned. You do not leave the house without wearing an SPF, because the main cause of premature aging is sun damage. So you must wear an SPF, and quite a high one. Even on cloudy days, you are going to get some sun damage, especially if you're using other products, because some other products will make your skin actually hypersensitive to sun damage. So it's really, really important that you protect your skin. Now, the one that my mum's using at the moment is the Heliocare 360 degree fluid cream. This is an SPF of 50 plus in here. So you're getting really, really good protection, because I know it's something that you worry about quite a lot. My mum's always kept her face out of the sun, and you can see on my mum's forehead, honestly, the quality of skin on my mum's forehead is amazing, and that's because my mum has a fringe, or bangs as you call them in the US. She's got bangs. That's really weird. Anyway, she does have a fringe, and so because of the fringe, the skin on the forehead has been hidden from the sun, and it's better quality skin than mine, because I don't have a fringe. So anyone out there that's worried about sun damage, have a fringe. Really does work. So you need to shake this product up really well to make sure that it's all mixed together nicely. This is actually the fluid cream. Now, I recommend that my mum actually, after this one is gone, gets the gel, because the gel is really lightweight and you find this one quite sticky.
It is a little bit, yeah, for me.
So I will let you pop that on. She's just dotting it all over the skin and then making sure that it doesn't go clumpy and stick in certain areas. It's a nice, even coverage all over the face. This one, if you are interested in the price, it's £28 in the UK, $34 in the US. And how much product do you get in there, Mum? You get 50 mils. You get 50 mils worth of product in here, and it is slightly tinted.
Now, this is where I've got my skin damage, especially because I didn't look after my neck like I looked after my face.
Next, very, very important that you take your skincare all the way down your neck. Always as well, and my mum's a huge believer in this, anything that doesn't absorb into the face goes onto the backs of the hands. You can always see how old somebody is by looking at the backs of their hands. So anything that doesn't soak into the skin, just on the backs of the hands. Make sure you protect the backs of your hands so they're not getting sun damage as well. Great, great tip, and you've been doing that for such a long time, haven't you?
Yeah, I still think you can tell my age with my hands, though.
You've got great hands, though.
Well,
they definitely don't look like 66-year-old hands.
I'm not 66 yet. Not quite. Thank you.
Sorry. 65. They don't look like 65-year-old and 9 months hands. So that is my mum's skincare routine for the morning. That is all that you do, isn't it? It might seem a little long-winded, but
it doesn't take as long as that, really, does it?
How long would you say it actually takes you in the morning?
5 minutes max, actually, maybe less than that.
So let's move on to the evening routine. Okay, so straight into the evening routine. My mum would usually have a full face of makeup on, so she would need to take that off. And regardless of whether she had makeup on, she would still be cleansing her face. Now, in the morning, we use the Cerave Moisturizing Cleanser. That's absolutely beautiful, isn't it? And my mum will be happy to use that in the evening. However, recently, I got some products in PR from a lovely company called Willowberry, and I tried this and I didn't really get on with it. It was a little bit too hydrating and nourishing on my skin, and I couldn't really get it all off. So I gave this to my mum to try, and you absolutely loved it.
I love it. Absolutely love it. It's beautiful.
It smells absolutely divine as well, and if you have a dry skin especially, a balm to take your makeup off or to cleanse your face is a really, really good idea because balms are so hydrating and nourishing. Anyway, this one's by Willowberry. It's their Nutrient Boost Cleansing Balm, and this is all natural. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful product. It's very stiff, like a wax, so you would take a very small amount out, massage it between your fingers just to make it more of an oil consistency rather than a really stiff consistency, and then you'd put that on your face. So while my mum does that, I'll just tell you how much this one actually is. It's £27.95 in the UK. I'm not sure if Willowberry actually ship to the EU or the US, but I'll definitely find that out for you. It smells divine. This actually smells very similar to a spa.
It's gorgeous.
Stunning. Absolutely stunning smell. And I also got sent the face cream and a face oil, which are absolutely gorgeous. Now, I've always said that a cleanser doesn't stay on the face, so you're not getting a massive boost of any of the ingredients that are actually in cleansers. So I would always say pick a cheap cleanser. As long as it's not a foaming cleanser, pick a cheap cleanser that works for your skin. You wouldn't normally spend this much on a cleanser though, would you?
No, not really. Not unless I get it from QVC on offer.
And this one is really big. I mean, you get, how much product? 100 mils worth of product in here. My mum's been using this quite a lot and there's not really scratched the surface. So this would last a year before you needed to buy anything else. And Willowberry actually do a smaller travel size version, which is probably the best way to go, I would have thought, because...
To try it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So I would definitely go for the travel size version first. So you just take all that off with a cloth.
Well, you wet your fingers first and then mush it in, rub it in. And then when you've done that, wipe it off with a cloth.
I think that's why I didn't get on with this, because I don't use these cloths, so a lot of the product actually remained on my face. It doesn't wash off just by splashing water on your face. It really does stick to the skin, so you do have to wipe it off with a cloth. Your skin does look lovely after you've used it though.
And it smells so nice.
Oh, it really does. It smells very luxurious. Anyway, moving on to the next step in the evening routine, which is glycolic acid. Okay, so if you can just show us how you use that, Mum, and I will let you know how much it is. This is £6.75 in the UK. It's $9 in the US, and you get a full 240 mils, which is 8 fluid ounces worth of product. This will last you an incredible amount of time. At least a year this will last you. So this is the exfoliating part of my mum's skincare routine. Like I said before, she uses this 3 times a week. No more than that, you don't really need to. And it's a really nice product, isn't it? Really nice product. Okay, so this is one of the last things that my mum will put on her skin before she goes to sleep. Now this is a pricey product. There are alternatives that we will go into. However, I've seen such a difference in my mum's skin since she's been using this, and she got it on a slight discount through QVC. This is £150. Don't all gasp at once, but it's a year's worth of product, a full year's worth of treatment. This is the Beauty Bio box, and it's the R45, the reversal 3-phase transforming treatment. So you would use this slightly differently than just shoving a retinol on the skin and leaving it there. This is a 3-step program. So you get double the amount in these than you would do in the US. This is $150 in the US, but the canister size are half the size. These are double the size, and it was on an offer directly through QVC. If you only want these 3 creams, you can also get them from a company called currentbody.com. And they're £150 on there. So let's just go into how you would actually use these. So it's a 3-step program, like I said before. These are retinols. Retinols, vitamin A, Super, super important to have in your skincare routine. I would say after SPF, it's the most important product to actually put on your skin. It does everything, really tightens, it stimulates collagen production, it just makes the skin look younger and more plump, and it's just amazing, absolutely amazing product. So this is the 3-step system. You've got a retinol here that's quite a weak potency retinol. You would use this for 2 weeks, and after 2 weeks, half of the canister is gone. Then you would move on after that for the next 2 weeks using the next, which is stage 2, which is slightly more potency retinol. It's a stronger version. After 2 weeks and half of that product is gone, you would then move on to phase 3 of this product, which again is a higher strength of retinol. Then after you've used that for 2 weeks and half of that product is gone, that's it for 6 months. You don't touch this product again for 6 months. They say that the retinol that is actually in this product is so strong and so good, you only need to use it twice a year. So after 6 months, you would then go back and start the process again, and that would be your year's worth of treatment. Okay, so my mum finished using the phase 1 of this treatment around about 13 nights ago, so she's been on the phase 2 part of the treatment for 13 days, only got 1 day left to go, and then she's going to move on to the phase 3 part of the treatment. So there's double sides to this. There's 2 pumps. You would pump out 1 pump of each of the sides and then apply it to the face. So there is a regeneration complex, which is your retinol, and then there's also a serum that goes on to really hydrate the skin and really nourish it, and just beautiful. So let's just have a look what that looks like on the skin. Okay. So that bit's the serum on there. It's a clear liquid, and then retinol is actually yellow. So the more retinol is in a product, the more yellow it will look.
Yeah. So there is the yellow bit.
So it's 1 pump of each side, and then you would apply that directly to the face. Yeah. Now, I would always say miss out the eye area, but I think they say it's safe around the eye area. So,
and I do. I put it everywhere.
My mum's pores are smaller, her skin's a lot firmer. My mum's pores used to be really big, especially around this area and on the nose. They really do look good. So my mum could go out with no makeup on. Oof. Not that that would ever happen.
No.
But she could. She really could. If you can't actually stretch to that series of retinol treatments, which it's very, very expensive, and I completely understand that, I would go for something like from The Ordinary. This is their 1% retinol in squalane. And my mum, as you can see, this is a little bit dog-eared, this bottle. And it's almost empty. This is the one that my mum used prior to having these particular treatments. So this is the one that I would recommend. Now, I'm not a huge fan of retinols in squalane because squalane's got quite a large molecular structure, so it doesn't get really, really deep into those pores. And I find that it just sits on the surface of the skin. You didn't find that, did you? You quite like this. But I much prefer the retinoid in emulsion because the emulsion really does sink into the skin. So if you're thinking about trying a retinol, retinols are super important for the skin. If you're thinking about trying it out, then I do highly recommend going to The Ordinary. And they are very, very affordable. Under $10 or under £10, I believe. Don't quote me on that. I will list everything in the description box. Okay, so eye cream again would be the Bobbi Brown Extra Eye Repair Cream, which we used in the daytime routine as well. So again, very, very small amount, just warmed up a little bit underneath the eye area and just pressed in place. And then on those days where my mum feels like she needs a little bit more hydration, if her skin's feeling a little bit dry, then we would also put an extra moisturizing lotion on the top of that. Now, the moisturizing lotion that we've chosen, because it's so good, it really is an excellent cream, is the Cerave Moisturizing Lotion. This is for dry to very dry skin. If you follow me on Instagram, you will know how much I love this product because I did a little video on it not so long ago. I use this everywhere. My kids use it. My husband uses it after a shave. I even put this on my feet after one of my subscribers said that she uses it on her feet, and my feet, I have never had softer feet in my entire life. This is a multi-purpose product. It is excellent. So if my mum feels like she needs that little bit more hydration, this is what she uses. And you don't need one full pump. Half a pump will be fine.
But I'd definitely put it on my neck anyway.
Definitely.
I'd start there because I've got all the rest of the stuff on my face, but
so this is £9 in the UK, $11 in the US. It's often on special offer though, so you may get it a little bit cheaper than that. It's full of beautiful things like your hyaluronic acid for your moisture and hydration, which is another ingredient that I think is really, really important to have in your skincare routine. And it's also full of ceramides, and ceramides are the things that help lock the moisture in. So hyaluronic acid is all well and good, but if it evaporates throughout the day, it's not really doing your skin any good. It's the ceramides that lock everything in, and this is full of beautiful ceramides. Okay, so the last thing that my mum uses on her skin, but not on a daily basis, is the Effects Egf Serum. Now, this is super pricey, so this is one of the reasons why my mum doesn't use it every day. You get 15 millilitres worth of product, which is 0.5 fluid ounces. This is £125 in the UK, $160 in the US. So super, super pricey, but it definitely works. What I will say is don't buy this at full price. They often have this on an offer on different websites. So make sure you look out for an offer if you're even considering buying an EGF serum. My mum uses this after derma rolling, don't you? You derma roll every 4 weeks. So that's also another reason why this doesn't get used up all the time. So the tiniest amount, maybe 1 drop. 2 drops maximum will do the entire face and the neck. Okay, so that is my mum's entire skincare for the day, from morning to night. I really hope you found this helpful in some way because my mum has hated every single second of having her bare face on camera. Just wanted to let you know that. So I hope everybody's found it really helpful. I'm now going to go and put some makeup on her and make her feel a little bit more human. But I just wanted to let you know this is really not a comfort zone that my mum sits in. You really quite don't like it at all, do you?
Not much.
No. So I hope everybody's found it helpful. Another point I wanted to make is more expensive isn't always better than a more affordable option. And that's why I wanted to put some more affordable options in there for you so that you could make a choice. And I know that when some of these products are gone, my mum will either have new ones that you get for gifts, or you will go back to the more affordable options. And you will get the same result most of the time using a more affordable product than you use when you use an expensive product. A lot of the time you are paying for the brand name as well as the product itself. So I just wanted to let you know that. So I hope you found this helpful. If you have, please do give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. There's a watermark in this corner. If you click on it, it will take you through to my homepage where you can subscribe. Hope to see you all again soon. Bye!